What up? What up? What up? What we got? What's up? Yeah, I know. I didn't hit the countdown yet. I thought I did. So give me a fucking break. Tweaking. I'm tweaking. It's LA versus NY World Series. That's crazy. Wait, the Mets made it? The Mets made it to the World Series? I hate baseball, but my boy's a huge baseball fan. Damn. That's crazy. Word? Oh, the Yankees, not the Mets. Okay. Well, good. Hopefully we win. I don't like baseball, but I always want my team to win. Marco, we are watching the interview with Tyson Fury. I can't believe he actually signed those pictures. Why? Why not? Anything to promote the fight is good. Yeah, I just looked that up. Thanks, guys. Why not sign the pictures? Anything to promote the fight is dope. Anything. I was up in Manhattan today, my old stomping grounds. Then I went down to BK. You know what I'm saying? First time up back in my old place. One of my first time since I moved away. I mean, I'm only an hour away, but I'm exactly an hour away by train. When is the rematch happening? What rematch? Usyk and Fury. December 15th, I believe. Yeah, we don't talk baseball. I hate baseball for starters. So if we're gonna talk anything, it's sure as fuck not gonna be baseball. But let's stick to boxing. Fuck that. You see how small my hands are? Look at that. I mean, I guess they don't look. You don't know how big my head is, but I got small hands. But I'll fucking hit hard. All right, what we got, people? Is this somebody fighting tonight or is that tomorrow? Who the fuck's fighting? Something I kind of wanted to see too. Help me out, people. Who's fighting tonight? Oh, it's December 25th. Oh, I November 15th is Tyson versus Jake Paul. So I'm kind of switching around the dates. Word. Regis. Is that tonight? That's tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna watch it because I love boxing, but my true feelings about that fight is
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Marco, that was a good talk. That was a good talk last live. Thanks. You heard that Tank fight. Yeah, we're postponed. Do you want to see that fight? Because I don't. Maybe somebody will maybe Teal will step in. Be like, fuck it, I'll make 35. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a dope video right now. It's Beautiful Violence Volume 4. When Shane Mosley obliterated Golden Johnson in 1999. It's one of the most beautifully violent beatdowns you've ever seen. Shane kind of looked like Roy Jones in that fight. And you guys know me saying that means a lot. Shane looked like Roy a bunch of times in that fight. Wild. Wild. How Roy could always throw sharp, hard, fast shots. Shane had a couple spurts where his shits were almost as fast and as hard as Roy. At 35, Shane's fights, they weren't even competitive. Like, it was unfair at 35. I told him that too to his face. Like, yo, a lightweight, nah. Like, no. I'm gonna drop the video. You guys see what I'm talking about. That's a 30-0 Shane too. He's like not no kid there. 30-0. But I just saw him. I just commentated his exhibition. The motherfucker's probably like 200 pounds now. 175. I'd say 180, 190 is probably what he weighs right now. Because he's short-ish, but stocky now. I mean, keep Tank busy. Why not? Nah, who the fuck wants to see that shit? Did one of them get injured or something? While hey, did my alert go out? Yeah, it did. Went out for me at least. So that means Most of you guys got it. Right? I would say. What else we got, people? Damn, where's everybody going? Well, 'cause I started a little late. I don't want. Fuck it. We'll end this shit early then. You guys want to bounce on me? MMA God. Marco boxing. Jake Paul fucked up. How so? Talk to me. I got the alert. Yeah, no. I mean, I got the alert, but I've had people come in here when I got the alert and be like, I didn't get it. So either it goes to spam or it just doesn't send to everybody, which would be weird. You think generally with like email blasts, either everybody gets it or everybody doesn't. It's usually not a thing where it just sends some of them, but who the fuck knows? Mike Tyson dropped his sparring partner. Yeah, I saw that body shot. But so did Jake Paul, MMA God. So did Jake Paul. He dropped his sparring partner. Just saying. Doesn't always mean anything. Tyson looks rugged though to me. No, don't you dare. Don't I dare what? Boots versus stop it. Boots versus Vergil is a good fight. Yup. So is Chocolatito, even though he's old. Versus is it Inoue? No, Bam. Chocolatito versus Bam. What the fuck? Now we're down to 3 people? I'll end this shit. You guys fuck around. Don't appreciate me. I'm already not making any fucking money from this goddamn all my millions of views. Don't make almost nothing. I'm trying to think of topics. All right. It says 0 people watching right now, which I don't believe. I don't think Dwayne left or Eon. See? It just said 0, and then Eon, you said something. Maybe it's just wiling out. Not possible. That's what I'm saying. It says 0. Do you guys see 0 too? Say yes. Does anybody see 0 right now? I see 0 right now. It says nobody's watching, and I know there's at least 3 of you in here. Yeah. Yeah. I know Eon, Hoops, and Dwayne are in here. You see 1. I see 0, Hoops. Now it's up to 4. Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Robinson. I don't know. Mayweather could beat almost anybody, possibly. Yeah, it says 4 for me now. Mayweather could beat almost anybody. But Sugar Ray Robinson could beat anybody too. Sugar Ray Leonard could beat anybody. Pernell Whitaker could beat anybody. Aaron Pryor could beat anybody. Oscar De La Hoya. Early Oscar De La Hoya could beat almost anybody. Cooking with Sir. What's up? I see 2. I know. I see 4. But there's at least 5 or 6 of you in here, at least. Floyd. Still boxing good. Yeah. Now 4. Manny Pacquiao over. You know who Pacquiao is going to be fighting in an exhibition? And this was told to me directly by Mr. Shane Mosley. They're signing an exhibition. That's what Mosley told me. Like they're signing it. So it's not just talks. Like I don't know if they signed it, but he said they're waiting for both to sign. So Shane and Mosley and Pacquiao gonna have a rematch, but an exhibition. So that's pretty dope. Prime Oscar lost to Purnell. Well, first off, that's highly debated. For starters, it was a very close fight. Second, Purnell's one of the greatest fighters who ever lived. So saying that he lost to Purnell is not telling me he can't beat. You know what I'm saying? If he lost to, I just named 5 of the greatest welterweights ever. If he almost lost to somebody that's not one of them, okay. But you can't be like, well, Prime Oscar lost to Sugar Ray Robinson. Like that. Okay, so. Well, that's a good one. Hearns. Purnell's the slickest boxer. Sure is. Charlo too big. That's true too. But no, it's not true. Not true. Actually, you're wrong. Hearns ended up going all the way up to light heavyweight. No, Hearns ended up going to cruiserweight, and I think he won a cruiserweight belt. Hearns is 6'2". So he's actually bigger than Charlo. Are you serious? That fight would be crazy if there's Well, they fought in their primes, Dwayne. You probably don't know that. And Pacquiao fucked Shane up. Margaret, did you make a video about Purnell? Right? Yeah, I did. I dropped it twice already. I dropped it again today, I believe. I think the issue with Floyd is that he didn't fight anyone as good as him in his prime. Pernell, Sugar Ray Leonard could crack. Nah, Floyd fought everybody. I just said an opinion, brother. Okay. What's up, Tone Deaf? AI Money. What up, AI Money? What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Yeah, Floyd could arguably beat anybody in history. But so could those 5 that I named. And Floyd has to be the 6th one. Canelo versus Hagler. Hagler. Definitely Hagler. What's up? The hangout spot. Johnny. Here's Johnny. What's up? What up, brother man? What's cracking? My opinion, Floyd is unbeatable. In a lot of people's opinions. I don't think he's unbeatable, but anybody's beatable. Anybody's beatable. Anybody. There's only been a handful of people who have not been beaten. But can we name one fighter who has not been in one fight that arguably, and when I mean arguably, I mean the majority of people think that like a lot of people thought that person might have lost. Not a couple whack jobs where it was you have a realistic argument for a person losing. Like Floyd losing to Castillo the first time, that's a realistic argument. Name one fighter that didn't have one fight where there was a realistic argument that they lost. I'm not sure about Rocky Marciano. He might be one. Andre Ward is not. I thought he lost to Kovalev the first time. Okay. Ricardo Lopez might be one. Rocky Marciano, Ricardo Lopez. Joe Calzaghe, is he one? Or did people think that Bernard Hopkins beat him? PBC's broke. You think Canelo fights on PBC again? Or is Canelo... I don't know, man. Tone, you know I don't fucking follow that shit. I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. I break down fights. I don't give a fuck about the politics because I don't know anything about it. I don't know if it's real. I can't control it. Who cares? Muhammad Ali versus Joe Louis. Ali's too big, and he's in a different era. Although I think Joe Louis is a better pound-for-pound fighter than Ali. I think if they actually met in a time machine matchup, Ali whips him easy. It's more legends with losses than without losses. Yep. Concasso versus Foster. I have no idea what you're talking about. Who the fuck's Concasso and what Foster are you talking about? Jack McElwee. You just looking up people who are undefeated? Because I never heard of him. Champions. Yes. But he died early. So, okay. Another criteria. They can't have died early or had a very short career. So remove that. Sven Oetke. Champions. Come on, Dwayne, you know the answer to that. You know who's the guy who fasts? Who fasts? What? What you talking about? Tank? Tank fasts. Who's fast? I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say. You got to regroup and shoot it again. Homeboy. Wait till you see this. I'm excited to drop this Sugar Shane video. That motherfucker looked like magic in that fight. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You got to give me way more information than that. You talking about Roy Jones? You definitely are an MMA guy. You don't know that that's Roy Jones? Roy Jones is the greatest fighter who ever lived, MMA god. So I'm happy you know who he is, but come on now. You got to know his name. Roy Jones. Roy LaVista Jones. Murtazaliev is unbeatable. That's not true. That's not true. Come on, MMA god. I mean, look, I give you props. You know the guy that's in your profile right now? Oh, I don't have my phone on me. Rampage? I know Rampage. I have his number. I've interviewed him. Quinton. I don't know him well. My boy knows him really well. I've only talked to him a couple times, but he might not remember me. But I do know him. I have his number. Mark, would you rather have a boxer perfect placement or hand speed? Hand speed. I think he was unbeaten. No, Roy lost. He was unbeaten in his prime, technically, but he ended up losing a lot at the end of his prime, unfortunately. You said who really lost one could say over Foster. There's during a rematch. No, I'm saying what of the undefeated fighters who retired undefeated champions? Because there's a lot of boxers who have retired undefeated over time that are unknowns. What known champions who retired undefeated have not had at least one fight that there's a realistic argument that you could say the judging was wrong and they should have lost? I'm not sure about Kelzaki. Matter of fact, let's see. Does Joe Calzaghe have any fights that fans believe he really lost? Let's see. Robin Reed and Hopkins. Okay. Strong enough to argue he could have won. Reed, Landis. Okay, Robin. So he has two. Okay. Floyd Mayweather would beat Pernell Whitaker. Let's see. Let me see this one. Who's the other one? Oh, let me do Rocky Marciano. I'm curious about this. Marciano have any fights that people believe he lost? Let's see that one. I don't think he does. Oh no. Okay, Ezra Charles. People believe that he might have lost. He knocked him out though, didn't he? No. Okay, so Charles and Roland Lastarza. Oh shit. See? Interesting. Are we counting females? We can. Unbeaten guys have Robert. Yeah. Hello. What's up, Kalia? Okay, so Rocky has one too. Let's see. Ricardo Lopez. Ricardo Lopez. Let's see if he has any. Let's see what we got. Skill, his only draw came. Okay, no. So no. Okay. So I think Ricardo Lopez might be the only one. How many fighters are undefeated that are what you mean? Because I'm sure you'll say Layla. Well, did Layla Ali lose to anybody? Because she didn't, right? She didn't even come close. Floyd definitely did. You know, I'm curious if this thing says about Floyd. I'm doing chat GBT. I'm curious if this one brings up Maidana. The only one that Floyd really lost was, in my opinion, was to Castillo. Maidana, I don't agree with. People say De La Hoya, Maidana. Castillo, Maidana, De La Hoya. Okay. I don't agree with Maidana or De La Hoya. See, so I don't know if I really believe this fucking thing. Boots going to win the fight. Yeah, I agree. The Bulgarian assassin. What up, Hannibal? Maidana was a bat. He was, man. Layla Ali had 24 fights. I know, undefeated. Isn't that crazy? Now look, she beat Christy Martin, who had never been knocked out before. I don't believe that, but Christy Martin's one of the hardest punching female in history. But Christy Martin was way smaller. Christy told me personally that in that weigh-in for that fight, she fucking put quarters in her pocket to be heavier. She was so much smaller than Layla. But she did it, I guess, for the money and just to take a stab at greatness. Edwin Valero. Yeah, we already went over Edwin Valero, my man. He died at 28 years old. He didn't have that many fights. His career was far from finished, so that doesn't count. You can't do dudes who had, like, that's why I don't count Salvador Sanchez as one of the greats, because we just didn't see enough. You can't die at 23 and be one of the greats, not in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You have to stand the test of some time. But Valero was no joke. But he was getting fucked up. Not fucked up. He was not doing well again when he fought. I forget the dude's name. Then he ended up stopping him. Yeah, Valero was a champ. Valero was signed to fight Pacquiao. This was right before Pacquiao went on that tear, beating, Mayweather, not Mayweather, Cotto, Mosley, Margarito, Ricky Hatton. Right before he went on that tear, this was the Pacquiao that had already wiped out the lower divisions, with Juan Manuel Marquez, and I think didn't Pacquiao fuck up Eric Morales and Marco Antonio Barrera? I believe he did. I believe he did. Let's see. I know he fucked up. Yeah, he knocked out Barrera, Morales. I believe he beat. Yep, knocked him out. Yes, we beat all those guys. So this was that version. We didn't know how good he'd be at a heavier weight yet. Salvador did die early, but he's still a legend, especially in Mexico. Well, yeah, I wonder if is Valero a legend in Venezuela? Probably. Would have destroyed Marquez. I don't know about that, Furman. I don't know about that. Marquez was not destroyed. Well, Floyd Mayweather beat him pretty easy. Real easy, actually, which is pretty impressive because Marquez was such a great counterpuncher. But Floyd was a different level. I wish Floyd one day would reveal his tricks of the trade, like how he thought, because you could learn so much from a mind like that. Somebody who easily defeated one of the greatest counterpunchers in history. Yeah, and look how easy Floyd beat him. A dude who knocked Manny Pacquiao out cold. Eddie Valero, the rapper. I never heard of Eddie Valero, the rapper, but I heard of Edwin Valero, the Skull Crusher. That dude was a fucking psycho too, though. You know how his life ended. Wild. I mean, I think he had something wrong with him. I wonder if they analyzed his brain when he died. Like he probably had a tumor or some shit growing to make him act crazy. What's up, Tay Tay? Tay Tay, what up? What up, girl? What's going on? What's goings on? You at those fights yesterday? With watching Sharetta Chicken Metcalf? I didn't go. I moved. Tay Tay, I know you're all the way in Strong Isle, but Marco, I hate Floyd Mayweather, but I respect his. But why do you hate him? I'm chilling. Chilling. And why you hate Floyd? Great fighter. Spider Rico. Ho. Spider Rico. Ho. Boom, 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 boom. You shouldn't talk about the dead that way. He was a very bad person, man. If you know how he died and what he did when he died, and you wouldn't say that. All the shit that he did while he was alive. Not a good person. Vergil didn't want to fight at 147. Now Turkey's offering a fight with those two next year. He declined. So Boots and him are at 54. I mean, that fight's not official yet, so we don't know. Floyd been boxing for the longest time. Yep. He's probably going to do another exhibition. He'll probably do another one against I don't know, Alf. Like literally, they'll lower in the puppet on strings, and Floyd will just fight it. Goofball. Goofball. I was watching the PFL Francis Ngannou, the new heavy. Oh, you watch that? Yeah, I don't fuck with PFL or any of the MMA shit. Floyd fighting, yeah, probably in your backyard in Indiana, and this shit'll be streamed live on Nickelodeon Toddler. Like it'll just be on the Nickelodeon Toddler app. I don't like his personality because he feels fake to me and he disrespects greats. I don't think he's fake. I just think he's super insecure and super vain, like self-absorbed and vain and insecure. That's what I think. Who's going to step up in the fight? The unbeatable monster. He's not unbeatable, you clown. He's a good fighter. The government killed him and his family. Oh, you're a Spider Rico. You're a conspiracy theory guy. Well, if that's true, then I take it all back. I don't think that's true, but if it is, then anything's possible. My wife's into conspiracy theories. Would you fight? Hell yeah, I'll fight any well-known boxer in an exhibition. Any of them, like well-known, like in a second. He's unbeatable as of now. He looked great, but he didn't look that dominant against other fighters, which is weird. His knockout percentage, considering how hard he hit against Tim Tszyu, his knockout percentage, I looked at clips of him previous. He didn't hit that hard. He hit hard, but not like what we saw. Blood will wash Bakram. I don't know, man. Floyd at 47 versus Prime Leonard. I might go with Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard. Yep. I might go with Sugar Ray Leonard. I think Sugar Ray might be one of the few guys to have what it takes to take care of business. Hey, look, you saw what he did to Floyd's pops, and that wasn't nearly as good of a version of Floyd, but it was a version of Floyd. So maybe it's a window into the future, or a window into the alternate universe where they could have collided. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Word up. What you guys doing? What we got? There's only 7 in here, or is YouTube bugging again? Because it's been all over the place tonight. It said 0, said 1, said none. Oh, Clea's in here being quiet. Congrats on the 20K. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Wish I was making some cake, though. Bud made a living beating up Russians, Mean Machine, Postal, Madrimov. Also beating up fucking other people. Like, he beat up everybody. But I heard Logan Paul say he didn't have enough money to fight Money May. I don't know what that means. You're working? Okay. What you do? Why you work so late? I just don't like this personality because I was taught to always be humbled because you don't know. Yeah, well, that's what made him get rich and famous, though, is that outgoing, boisterous personality. No, he shouldn't retire just yet. Is it bad that I kind of want to see Bud get humbled now? I kind of do. I feel like he's a little too full of himself. I don't know. Maybe that's bad, especially after his last performance. Like, if he kept going out there and just erasing dudes, okay. But his last performance was mediocre at best. Like, I thought that the guy had an argument to get a draw or even win. So, just, he's going to fight Canelo. Like, come on. Come on. You're going to jump up 3 weight classes just like that. Okay, I know Roy did it. But Roy is Roy. Bud is no fucking Roy. Like, nobody ever thought. I'll put it to you in perspective. I know boxing is full of people who like to talk shit and like to, shit on the fighters and only stick with their favorite fighters. But even so, throughout Roy's prime, nobody thought Roy would lose. There was nobody some people like, oh, he's not fighting anybody. Okay, but nobody thought he would lose. Nobody. There was no fights where, not once. Whereas Bud, there's a bunch of times where people are like, oh, I don't think, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how far above everybody Roy was. Skill-wise. Like, nobody thought he'd lose to anybody. Nobody. Nobody. Even people who hated him. All they could say is he fights nobody, but nobody was like, but so-and-so will beat him. No, they didn't think anybody would beat him. So Roy jumping to heavyweight, my point is, because of how he was looked at, that's not that crazy. But Bud jumping up 3 weight classes to fight, on top of that, a hard fucking puncher. Roy didn't jump up fighting a power puncher. Ruiz was not a hard puncher. He also picked the heavyweight carefully because it's 3 fucking weight classes north. So that's what it is. That's what he did. Kind of I'm saying Backrun wouldn't be a threat to Bud. Oh. Yeah, I know that's what you're saying. I disagree. He would be a threat. I don't know if he'll beat him, but he'll be a threat. He was like going for underdog. Bud beat that dude clearly. I didn't see it clearly. It was definitely close. Even Bud admitted it was close. He didn't look good because the dude was so awkward and herky. Even Bud admitted it. So he didn't beat him clearly. Maybe he did. Whatever. It was enough people thought that the fight was competitive though. At best, at worst, it was mad competitive against somebody who nobody really heard of, who the great Bud should have destroyed. And what? Because it's one weight class? So 7 pounds made that much of a difference? Well, then what do you think of another fucking 20 is going to make against Canelo? Come on. Daniel Dubois? Maybe. Sure. That's not my problem with him. It's that he's trying to go to light heavyweight or trying to go to, that's my problem. That's what it is. He's like mad arrogant. But at the same time, undefeated, like you said, 11 straight knockouts, maybe I'd be arrogant too. Mark Robert had a chance, moved up a new weight. Yeah, well, we'll see. Tarver whipped him. Roy? Yeah. When Roy was like 36 and done. I don't think it was close. It was competitive for show. Who wins, Boots or Vergil? Boots. Boots. Tyson or Usyk? I got Tyson Fury beating Usyk. That's what Madrimov had like 300 fights. Yeah, amateur fights. Look at Benavidez. He moved up. Yeah, but Benavidez is also 6'3". So you got to look at his frame. It's about frame. Bud is 5'8". You know what I'm saying? And Benavidez is 27, still getting into his man strength. Bud's 35. He's fully matured. You know what I'm saying? I had a little discussion yesterday with one of my boxing buddies. They said Crawford would be too advanced for. No, Hagler would whoop Bud's ass. And beating that Russian guy would beat Tim. Boots for the win. Yeah, well, you're from Philly, so we're going to hear that all night. Whether he can beat Canelo or not is definitely going to do better than Charlo did. Yeah, Charlo didn't throw punches. We can't applaud Bud for trying to be great. Yeah. Well, but you have to understand, Hannibal, first of all, Tank did go already 140. He just doesn't want to go back. 5 pounds. See, you're missing my whole point. 5 pounds, one weight division, okay. 3? That's crazy. On a small frame, 3 going up 3 weight divisions in a division where you've already gone up. Bud started at 135. He's a lightweight. So, and he's 35 now. So, and he wants to go 3. Most guys will start young and then they'll move up. You get what I'm saying? I get if Bud just turned pro and he's young. Nah, it's a lot. That's going up from 135 to 160. That's 30 pounds from where he started on a 5'8" frame. 5'8" thin frame on top of that. Who's the only person who beats Beterbiev? I mean, a lot of people thought Bivol beat him. I thought Bivol lost, but I thought it was so close. He could have gone either way. I'm going to go to Las Vegas soon. That's a very random thing to say, but cool. Enjoy. You feel me? Yo, brother like me's tired. Hungry too. Had a long day. It's all over Manhattan and Brooklyn today. All on the trains, planes, and automobiles. If anyone can do it, Bud can. Beat Canelo? Nah, Benavidez can. There he is, Mr. Lightning. What up, blood? Get your pack bus. Nah, no, blood. You get your pack bus. That's my Akron, Ohio accent. What else we got, people? Talk to me. No, nothing? I will end this motherfucker. Talk to me, people. From New York? Yeah, I'm from New York. Born and raised, baby. Hell's Kitchen, Manhattan. Henry Armstrong was 5'5" and fought 154. Yeah, I know. Dwight Muhammad Qawi was 5'6" and went all the way up to heavyweight. There's exceptions. Bud's frame is thin. That's the difference. Crawford could get himself into position to fight Canelo by beating Murtazalayev. I love how you spell that right every time. You must have it copy and pasted. And Janibek. You fucked up Janibek, though. Janibek. You switched the K and the B for each other. You fixed it. Stickler for the spelling. Grammar stickler. Crawford could get himself in a position to fight Canelo, but maybe. He'd have to beat a legit 54, 60. He'd have to beat a legit 68-pounder, which I don't think he's going to do. Who's he going to beat at 68? Maybe some, like, unknown. He's going to have a hard time. His punches did not have the same effect at 54. Now, it could just be Madrimov's could take a punch. But, we don't know. We have to see a little more. Janibek could beat Canelo. Janibek's at middleweight, but maybe. Maybe. I wonder if Murtazalayev is going to be as good as we think. You better put some respect on Bud's name. I don't like your tone. Nah, Bud's a good fighter. Bud's one of the best. I got him number 1 in the world right now. But, slow your roll a little. He keeps his shit up. I might want to see him get humbled. Come on. Benavidez easy. Boots destroys Vergil. Blazers Pip. You might be right with that one. I agree with you. Sayobal. What's up? Bud versus Fundora. Probably Bud. Usyk number 1 in the world. There's an argument for that. I don't agree with that, but there's an argument for it. Upset of the year. I don't know. Maybe this Tim Tszyu one. Canelo isn't all that Bud beat. Murzayev is up. Just say Bakram, so you don't have to. You don't keep making me pronounce that nightmare of a last name, please. Is a monster. Right hand was broken before Tszyu fight. Maybe he had a titanium fucking implant in that hand to heal it, and that's why it was hitting like that. Daniel Dubois versus AJ. Yes, big one. Not huge, but an upset for sure. Ain't no argument. The heavyweight champion is always number 1. Well, Blazers, you clearly then look at pound for pound as who could beat somebody if they got in the ring against each other. But pound for pound is not if 2 fighters fought, because if a heavyweight fights a featherweight, of course, it's if all things were equal. If you take the heavyweight skill, shrink them down, you take a featherweight skill and expand them up, balloon them up, who would win if these guys were the same size? That's what pound for pound means. Not literally who would win. And by the way, Beterbiev, who is smaller than Usyk, who beat him in the amateurs, I think, but also lost to him. He's smaller, and he has a good chance of beating Usyk. So, Boots or Madrimov? I don't know. Madrimov will give anybody a hard time. Usyk is the most skilled boxer on the planet. Usyk is the best. Well, the best is about to get stopped against Tyson Fury. Madrimov beat Murtazayev in the Amis. Oh, did he? Word? Okay. Dudes were fucking pounding it out there in Russia, huh? Usyk isn't more skilled than Bud. No, he might be. He might be. He doesn't hit as hard, but he might be more skilled. Cut it out. You cut it out. Bivol would upset Usyk right now. What's with you and the Bivol? Bivol just lost to Beterbiev. Officially. Maybe not technically, but officially. Saul is skilled. True that. Where was he skills versus Madrimov? That's what I'm saying. I thought Madrimov beat him. Maybe I was just hoping, but it was close. Talking about fighting Canelo. What up, Michael? Yo, what's good? He beat Madrimov. Officially, yes. But did he beat him technically? Hell no. Easy. Bivol's top 5. But no, he's not. I mean, he could be. There's an argument for that. But since he just lost, and if you incorporate dominance in your criteria, he can't be there because there's other fighters who never almost lost to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Seriously excited about Madrimov. Boyuchuk. Are they fighting? When are they fighting? Bud 184. More like 7-5. But, you know, Bud was swallowing straight right leads all night. Swallowing those shits. Swallowing those shits like they were appetizers. Swallowing them like they were all-you-can-eat breadsticks at the Olive Garden. Just swallowing them. He didn't look spectacular, but he clearly won. Trick. What up, bud? Or what up, blood? Bicycle Bivol. See, Trick knows. I got Bud, Usyk, better be a Inoue, Bivol. How are you not going to have Benavidez up there? How are you not going to have Benavidez up there? Tank. Come on. What made... He did eat it. All-you-can-eat buffet of it. Chipped his fucking teeth on it. What made you New York Boxing Gym special? The fucking grit, baby. The high level of grit. All the fucking angry gangster fucking dudes from the hood that when you got to fight all the time, you fight all the time in New York City. Always got to learn how to protect yourself. Always got people testing you. And you got so many people. The ones that float to the top, the cream of the crop of that, of so many angry hood dudes, 4, 5, 6, 10 times more people than any other fucking place, any other city in the world, who could float to the top of that. There you go. That's what makes it so good. I mean, how about take a punch? Salute. What up, Alonzo? Who's your favorite new up-and-coming fighter? Abdullah Mason. Benavidez is like 6 or 7. He needs to get the fuck out of here. 1 Usyk, 2 Canelo, 3 Bud, Monster, better BF. Not bad. I would have Tank in there and Benavidez. I would remove Usyk and Better BF because Better BF just arguably lost. Tank is 7 for me. Fuck the Yankees. Well, we don't talk baseball here because this is a boxing room. Motherfucker. Crawford's last match was definitely not as good as performance. Yep, of course not. My top 3 favorite fighters are Boots, Abdullah, and Bivol. I mean, I get Abdullah and Boots, but Bivol. Boring. Benavidez stops Morel, but gets stopped by Arthur. That may be right. Definitely stops Morel. Definitely. Arthur, because there's no H. That, jury's still out on that one. Tank and Benavidez over Usyk and Better BF. Yeah. Hell yeah. Benavidez never lost. He's dominated everybody. Better BF just lost, technically. Technically. And Usyk also just lost to Fury, technically. Tank is knocking everybody the fuck out. Now, Usyk has more accomplishments than Tank, true. But I look at dominance. To me, for it to be a current pound-for-pound great, your dominance has to be true to roof. That's just my criteria. You guys, it's all subjective. Abdullah is going to be undisputed. Maybe. I don't get how Benavidez is top 5 ABs. Huh? Nah, Berlanga, Crawford, Fat Joe, Usyk, Inoue. Oh, God. The contrarian's up in this piece. Nah, broski. Usyk clearly won. No, he didn't. He did not. Motherfucker lost most of the fight. He just dominated for a couple rounds. I don't like how Abdullah is being moved. Nah, I don't think. He's just skilled. Tank is dominant. Fighting cans. Word? You think? Yeah? Frank Martin's a can? Barrios? Santa Cruz? Ryan? Those are cans? Okay. Does Martilev have the best chin in boxing? We don't know. We got to see him get hit with by people who hit harder. Marco Weiland. I've never seen it spelled that way. With rehydration clauses. You sound like the contrarian. You sound like him. Who do you think has the best over skits up between Crawford and Boots? Crawford, as of now, because the experience puts his skill level higher. Well, no. Maybe Boots has more natural skill, raw skill. More raw athleticism and skill is Boots, I would say. But fine-tuned, developed skill is Bud. Berlanga should be a Hall of Famer. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Too easy, Marco. Somebody gonna get him. Who? Frank Martin is a can. Other guys, nah. He's not a can. Fuck, undefeated champion. Wait, was he a champion? He might not have been a champion, but he's undefeated. Where's live been dropped in never been dropped? Word? Is that a fact? Wow. Roach is a champion at 130. It's not a can. He's too small for him. I don't agree with that fight, but don't call him a can. Can't call a champion a can. Anybody with a brain knows Usyk clearly won. So you're saying I don't have a brain? So you're saying I don't have a brain.
You lousy corksuckers.
That's what I think about you. He ain't even a champ. Zoo always had a suspect chin. Vergil will have done him worse. Nah, Vergil doesn't hit that hard. Vergil has all knockouts, but his shits were punch placement and like accumulation. This dude has one punch, like thudding power. That is what Merlev coach said. I mean, he did take him. He got hit clean and nothing happened. That's true. Frank was never close to being a champion except for fighting a good. Okay, I'm wrong about that one, but he was a good fighter. You don't have an undefeated record with that many fights on a pro like a national level. On a what level would you say he is? High level. He was at a high level. You're not undefeated at a high level and be garbage. I'm never gonna believe that. The only person was like Butterbean, was undefeated, but he was doing all 4-round fights. He was like a gimmick fighter, but like other than that, nah. When you're like 30-0 or whatever, 25-0, and you're like in the national eye, there's no argument for saying that you're garbage or a can. I don't call anybody cans. I don't like that shit. You guys know that. That's disrespecting fighters. So you go in there and risk your life, and put in the work and know what it's like. We don't do the bum word here. We don't do the cans. We don't do that. I knew Braga wasn't beat Tim, just slightly overrated. Yeah, Tim might be overrated. The jury's still out on that. We can't take one fight and go. Like Backroom, just because he won now, he's not the Terminator of boxing. We got to see more. Just like Bud. Just because Bud destroyed Errol, he didn't destroy other people like that. I mean, yeah, he knocked out Porter, but he was losing. He didn't look amazing. But he did do some gangster shit. When they told him he's losing to Porter, he goes, "What? How?" 1 second. Boop. So that was pretty impressive. Tim Zoo defense needs work. He was just going forward, launching sledgehammers. That's all he was doing. Not much head movement, just high guarding it and launching hammers. You can't high guard against a hard puncher. You got to move your fucking head. I saw Backroom stop a guy in round 1 and round 12. He carries his power all the way through. Murtazlayev is a smaller version of Sergey Kovalev, Kelly Pavlik, long lean. Trick Nolte's on point, as usual. Kind of lost respect for you interviewing Bill Haney and being biased and not asking real questions, man. First of all, kiss my fucking ass. That's first off. First of all, kiss my fucking ass.
Get the fuck out of here!
Second, I never interviewed him. When he was on somebody else's platform? I didn't say shit. I literally am never biased. That's crazy. I watched that fight last night. But oh, you did? Yeah. EJ's one of my favorite fighters. Okay. Can we call them Lyft drivers? Shut up. Get out of here. Vergil is very identical to Spence. Yep, I agree. He is. He very much is. It's a good point. Did you call Ryan beating Haney? No, I thought Haney was gonna box the shit out of Ryan. That's shocked me. Bakram is a mini better BF. Mini, he's better BF's height. Isn't that crazy? He's literally way lighter, but he's actually better BF's exact height. They're both 5'11". Isn't that wild? Boxing voice, I seen the video of him with you. I didn't interview him. What are you talking about? I asked a couple questions. It wasn't my interview. And I sure as fuck wasn't being biased or anything. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Nah, no. Yeah, there you go, Trick. There you go, Trick. If the shoe fits. True that. Ivan Drago for now, but that could change quickly. That could change very quickly. You know what I mean? All right. All right, a couple more questions and I'm out of here. Can you tell us some stories from the boxing NYC where a gangster dude comes into the gym? What do you mean? Not a literal gangster that's like selling drugs. Like, do you know what I mean by gangster? Like dudes who are just fucking live that fucked up gutter life. You know what I mean? From the streets, like from the hood, like the hood. I don't. And people, by the way, don't come in gyms with. That's one place where dudes, even the toughest thugs, don't come in with talking shit because it humbles everybody a boxing gym. And the few of them that I ever saw over my years, there's only been a handful of people I've ever seen come in with that bullshit, like talking shit attitude. And you know what happened to them? They all got fucked up. None of them could fight. People who talk that much can't fight. Especially if they're just walking into a gym for the first time or whatever, second time. What if a dude was really homeless, guy looking bum? No, then no. But yeah, you should say homeless. Smartass. Then you got to call him homeless, not a bum. Yes, no B word. These are people from the hood, not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gangsters, by the way, technically could be Italian dudes, could be Russian mafia, could be Italian mafia. They're not from the hood at all. Well, some of them are, but a lot of them live in their kind of hoods, like all Russian neighborhoods or all Italian neighborhoods, not like the ghetto hood. Thugs, maybe. Yeah, I would say thugs. What up, expert? Tim was there to be hit. He sure the fuck was. I'm out. Yeah, I'm out too. I will catch you guys tomorrow. We'll talk after the Regis fight. Peace.